Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back. I hope you have practiced reading at home. Take out chapter number 3, The Seeds of Truth. Today I am going to explain the story. This is a story about a king whose name was Vidyadhara. He was a very just king. Just means very fair and honest, not partial at all, one who treats everybody equally without any discrimination. He was really a very good king. People under him were very happy. After he started growing old, he began worrying as he did not have any child. The people were also worried as to who would take the reins of the kingdom after him. Now here the word reign means who would take the responsibility to look after the people of his kingdom after he was no more. The king was an avid gardener. Avid means he was very expert in gardening and he was very fond of looking after his plant, trees and vegetables. He took lot of care for growing flowers, fruits and vegetables, and every day he spent a lot of the time in the garden. One day after finishing his work in the garden, he made an announcement. Proclaimed means he made an announcement. What was the announcement? I will distribute some seeds to all the children in the kingdom. The one who grows the biggest, healthiest plant within 3 months will become the prince or the princess of that place or the kingdom. After making this announcement, parents with their children started gathering outside his palace. Everyone wanted a seed to grow it into the best plant. There was a farmer who had a son whose name was Pingala. He, like King, was very fond of gardening and spent his time growing beautiful plants at the backyard of his house. He took the seed from the king and planted it in a pot with lot of care. After a few days, he gave it a lot of water and manure, but the plant did not appear at all. He tried changing the soil and he changed the seed to another pot, but even then, at the end of the 3 months, nothing appeared. At last, a day came when all the children had to go to the king to show the plant they had grown. The children were all dressed in their best beautiful clothes, carrying plants in their hand. Only Pingala was looking very sad and upset. His father watched his son looking so sad and felt sorry for him. And he told him, "Why don't you also go to the king with the empty pot? At least he will know you have tried your best." So he followed his father's advice and wore his best clothes and went along with other children to the palace, holding his empty pot in his hand. Now when other children saw him holding an empty pot in his hand, they started laughing at him and making fun of him. Soon the king arrived and he started checking all the plants. The pots held flowers of different shades, beautiful and looking very healthy. But the king was not happy at all. You know why? At the end of the line, he saw Pingala looking very sad and standing there. And he asked him, "Child, why have you come with an empty pot? Could you not grow anything?" Pingala looked down and said, "Forgive me, Your Highness. I tried my best to grow the plant gave it the best soil. I added the manure, but the plant would not grow at all. As soon as the king heard these words, his face broke into a smile. He hugged him and said, "Here is the crown prince. I have given everyone roasted seeds which would never grow, just to see which child was the most honest one and would admit he or she had not been able to grow anything." Now the king was a very smart person. He had given them roasted seeds which would not grow at all. And he wanted to find out which child was the most honest one and would come and tell him the truth. Now only Pingala told him the truth. So he was very happy with this boy and he said, "I'm sure you will rule the kingdom one day with truth and honesty and you will be my crown prince." And indeed that was what happened. When the king grew old and died, Pingala, who had learnt everything from the king, he came to the throne and ruled Gandhara just like King Vidyadhara for many years. So children, what moral values did you get from this story? That we should be very honest. We should be truthful. We should never tell a lie. Only those people who speak truth, they only climb the ladder of success in life. I hope you have studied this lesson and you have understood the story. Thank you.